Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 9 p.m. English News edition. Here are the top stories. In Tajura, the launch of the second Tajura Cultural Festival happened last night. And from international news, in the Middle East, Egypt and Qatar work together to obtain a ceasefire agreement in Gaza. The details in this news edition. Then welcome to our newsroom, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned on the title, the Tekem Tarago Association organizes the second edition of the Tajura Festival under the theme of Fraternity Among Peoples and Cultural Diversity. Under the sponsorship of the Ministry of Youth and Culture, the association organizes the second edition of the Tajura Festival, celebrating cultural diversity and fraternity among peoples. The event brings together delegation from neighboring countries, regional authorities and government officials. Over 3 days, the festival includes conference, a fair and an exhibition of artisanal products. Its main goal is to strengthen community bonds, promote intercultural dialogue and highlight local traditions. The conference is led by experts in cultural, community development and international cooperation, address unity and cultural diversity. Visitors will discover local craft reflecting the region's craftsmanship. Through the festival, the association promotes peace, solidarity and social inclusion while showcasing Tajura's unique cultural heritage.
Comme vous le savez, nous avons voulu cette année.
The prefect of the region of Tajura expressed his joy at being part of this important event and extended his heartfelt gratitude to the association for organizing such a grand festival. He underlined the importance of preserving culture, noting that in Tajura, culture is the very essence of what defines us. It is our strongest identity and we take immense pride in it. The Minister of Defense, Mr. Hassan Omar Mohammed Burhan, congratulated the association also for the initiative of proposing this cultural festival. He praised the importance of organizing more cultural festivities this year, emphasizing that such events strengthen social bonds and preserve traditions. He also expressed support for the idea of including an academic component, especially a conference on the debate which will allow for a deeper understanding for this cultural aspect and foster intellectual exchanges. The minister also highlighted that such a program will be a valuable addition to the festival. The Minister of Youth and Culture, Madam Mahibo Mumin Azowe, during the official launch of the festival, shared her satisfaction with the successful organization of the event. She praised the festival's role in celebrating cultural diversity and fostering unity among communities. The minister emphasized the importance of such events in strengthening national identity and promoting intercultural dialogue. She also recognized the hard work of the organizing committee and the active participation of local and international delegations, which contribute to the festival's success. In her speech, she highlighted that this festival is a significant step towards further enhancing cultural exchange and reinforcing the values of solidarity and mutual respect in the region. The Tajura Festival highlights the customary law of the Afar communities during an enriching debate with the participation of Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil. As part of the Tajura festival, a major event celebrating the cultural richness of the region, a conference debate was organized to strengthen the understanding and appreciation of the Madga affair, the ancestral customary law of the Afar communities. The debate brought together expert community members and political leaders, including Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, who actively participated in the discussion. The goal of this meeting was to enhance the indigenous knowledge of the Afar communities regarding the debate the Maghda Afar, a fundamental pillar of social justice and cultural cohesion within the communities of the Horn of Africa, particularly in Djibouti, Ethiopia, and Eritrea. The debate highlighted the importance of this customary law in conflict management, maintaining social harmony, and protecting the traditional rights of communities. During the exchange, participants deepened their understanding of the customary law and collectively reflected on ways to promote this living heritage. Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed emphasized the central role of this practice in strengthening social justice and preserving the cultural identity of the Afar people. The debate also mobilized local communities to reflect concrete initiatives aimed at highlighting the customary law and proposing solutions adapted to modernity while preserving its fundamental values. And now the Ministry of Justice clarified that the debate is an essential framework for protecting the traditional rights of communities, particularly in terms of justice and respect for cultural values. According to the Minister of Justice, this customary practice is a guarantee of social stability, as it is based on principles of equity, solidarity, and mutual respect. These principles are a key to sustainable social development in the region, ensuring a justice system that upholds the specific cultural values of the communities. And now Dr. Hibo Mumin Asowi underlined the particular importance of this debate, which highlights the fundamental role of this customary law and conflict management within communities. She explained that this law plays a crucial role in maintaining social harmony by offering dispute resolution mechanism deeply rooted in local tradition and customs. These mechanisms help maintain peace and cohesion within groups, fostering harmonious coexistence between different communities. In a speech delivered this morning at the conference organized at the Gadili Resort Hotel as part of the Tajura Cultural Festival, the Prime Minister, His Excellency Mr. Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, expressed his joy at participating in this annual cultural celebration and reminded the audience that this event had been praised by the President of the Republic and his government. He emphasized that culture and law, or the cultural law, have been the forces that have united us for over 800 years. He went on to say that regardless of our origins or ethnic affiliation, culture are what binds us, and they must be celebrated as they deserve. This culture of oral tradition passed down by our elders is something we must carry forward and ensure is passed on the future generation. And now in the Arta region, a tragic road accident occurred yesterday evening around 5 p.m. near the village of Karta in the Arta region. According to initial reports from the Arta prefecture, a car traveling towards Tajura overturned, resulting in an immediate death of 6 people and leaving 5 others seriously injured near the village of Karta. Later in the evening, it was confirmed that one of the seriously injured individuals who had been evacuated by emergency service passed away, bringing the death toll of the tragic Karta accident to 7 victims. In light of the increased movement on the road, the authorities urge road users to exercise the utmost caution. Caution is necessary to prevent such tragic and avoidable accident. Let us pray that God welcomes the deceased into His paradise and wish a speedy recovery to the injured. As part of the amnesty, the team from the National Focal Point on Small Arms and Light Weapons continues its efforts in Ali Sabih to combat the proliferation, aiming to raise awareness among the population, particularly in Ali Sabih region, about the danger of possessing and using these weapons. On December 25th, a symbolic march was organized in Ali Sabih, starting in front of the House of Elders and heading towards the prefecture. The event brought together together several local authorities, including the prefect, the president of regional council, and the member of parliament, Madame Filsen Abdullahi Miguel. After the march, a meeting was held at the regional council's headquarters, where participants discussed the dangers of this program and the consequences of their proliferation. The aim was to raise awareness about reducing armed violence and to strengthen local capacities to better manage this issue. Now, in Tajura, as part of the social program aimed at providing support to orphans and improving their living conditions, the Diwan al-Zakat has distributed the second tranche of allowance for orphans known as Kafala for the year 2024 in Tajura. The distribution ceremony was attended by several Diwan al-Zakat officials as well as representatives from local authorities, including the first deputy of the prefect of the region. The distribution reached orphans in various localities of Tajura, marking a significant contribution to improving the lives of many children who have lost their parents. It is worth noting that the orphan sponsorship program was launched by the President of the Republic in 2007 as part of his strategy to support and care for the most disadvantaged social groups. And now for the international news. In Cairo, Egypt and Qatar have expressed their determination to reach a ceasefire agreement in the Gaza Strip. Egypt's foreign minister stated that his country is working with Qatar to secure an agreement to end hostilities in Gaza, which also would allow the delivery of humanitarian aid to the war-torn Palestinian enclave. It is certain that at the heart of the Arab cause lies the Palestinian cause and the catastrophic condition in Gaza Strip, as well as the efforts made by Egypt in cooperation with Qatar. The Gaza offensive has killed over 45,000 Palestinians, more than half of whom are women and children, according to the Ministry of Health of Gaza. Bombing and strikes have caused massive destruction and displaced 90% of Gaza's 2.3 million inhabitants multiple times. Following the passage of Cyclone Chido, which devastated the French island of Mayotte on December 14, France began evacuating some residents from Dzaoudzi to the Comorian city. According to French media, a maritime route has been reopened, especially to facilitate this large-scale relocation. Commercial flights have yet to resume in Mayotte, but the territory's only airport, located in the middle of the Indian Ocean, has been adapted by the French authorities to carry out the evacuation of population affected by the devastating storm. Official sources indicate that a visit by Prime Minister François Bayrou is scheduled for December 29 and 30 to the island of Mayotte. And now Azerbaijan is observing a national day of mourning after the death of 38 out of the 67 people on board of Azerbaijan Airlines plane. An investigation to the cause of the crash of an Azerbaijan Airlines aircraft in Kazakhstan is underway. The second black box was found at the crash site near Aktu. 38 people were killed during the emergency landing of the plane on Wednesday. 29 other passengers and crew members survived. Azerbaijan has declared a day of mourning in memory of the victims. The plane reappeared on radar only once it entered the Caspian Sea area, according to the same source. On Wednesday, an Azal airline plane with 67 people on board, flying from Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, to Grozny in the Russian Republic of Chechnya, crashed about their kilometers from the Kazakh city of Aktu. This is it for this 9 p.m. English News edition, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching us. And stay tuned for more on RTT.